time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken, I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I felt it in.
Welcome to the late night Refuse to Lose Sports version.
Man.
All right. My name is Joe Jordan. I got my bro Tomo with me. Immediate reaction of the NBA Finals. What's up, my brother?
Man, what time is it? I don't know. It's past my bedtime, but man, let's go Nuggets, man. Man, I'm excited for him, man. I don't know if you seen my tweet, but I definitely said it earlier. I was like, I'm tired of watching all these franchises win their first championship ring, and the Wizards ain't won something since '78. Like, come on now. Time to join the party, man.
I know, right? It's overdue, right? It's overdue. So, as y'all can see, Davey Dollars is not here, Miami Heat fan. He legit had an emergency, all right, during the game when they were up, all right? So, they were actually up when the emergency happened, so involving his child. So, he will be on Wednesday, all right? But we got a good show for y'all. Very short show. So if you on right now, hey, don't leave because we might be gone when you come back. All right. So before we get started, like this video. All three platforms are Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Like the video on all three platforms. Share the video on all three platforms. Also subscribe and follow on all three platforms. Y'all are in the comment section already. I don't really gotta say too much about it, but let me say it anyway. Light up the comment section, y'all. I mean, we appreciate y'all. The show is not the same without the comment section. So keep using the comment section. We see all y'all. We see Lamar. Shout out to Lamar, Carl, and Jerry, and my man Teddy on early. And before we get to Teddy, Tomo, talk about those IG chats we got going on.
Man, look, I'm gonna talk about the chats right quick, but I gotta do this because I know Dave not here.
Turn me up.
Well, he might be saying turn me down after what just happened, man. Jimmy let him down, man. But to tell you about these Instagram chats, for everyone that's watching right now, if you want to be involved in more than just the comments, you want the latest news updates, transfer portals, just anything. I want to say everything dealing with sports, but more so maybe just a little bit on the outside realm. We deal with the agents and contract talk too in these chats. But you want to join, just hit us up on Instagram. That's at Refuse to Lose Sports. That's Refuse, the number 2 Lose Sports. And the chats we have to offer, that's NBA/WNBA. We got NFL, and I know a lot of people are excited about what just happened now because now it's NFL talk. But we also can't forget about baseball with Teddy because my man Teddy said, hold up now. We still playing. So we got MLB. We got college football, college basketball, both men's and women's. And I think we're going to change the name. I think we agreed to that, right, Joe? We might just change the name to Combat Chat.
Yeah.
Because we do, it's more than just boxing. We talk about UFC, wrestling, just all combat sports. We might even talk about backyard boxing at some point. But yep. And if you want to join the network and just join the family, again, that's at Refuse to Lose Sports on Instagram. Or if you're watching on YouTube, leave your name in the comments and we'll add you. Just hit us up in the DMs and we'll add you to whatever chat you want to be a part of. If you want all, you can be a part of all. But if you do join the chats, please participate. Don't just join and watch. Okay, we don't want no ghost followers. We want some people that's going to actually participate.
Yeah, those people that watch all your videos and stuff online will never comment.
Yeah. Until you're wrong, then they jump out of nowhere.
All right, and like Tomo said, shout out to Teddy, BWT, Baseball with Teddy. All baseball content goes through BWT. All right, and Teddy just dropped the episode with Joe Vaughn, Boston Red Sox fan, Yankees fan, talking about the series. Shout out to the Boston Red Sox that you got the W over the Yankees in the series 2-1. All right, but go check that last episode out. Another episode will be dropping either Tuesday morning or Monday night. So stay tuned for that. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. So, Tomo, I'm gonna kick it to you.
Man, oh man, if you still up, then you probably know what happened. Hopefully, you ain't one of those people that cut your notifications off because the title says right there, checkmate. The best chess move was made tonight, and Malone did exactly what you just did there, Joe. He slammed it down, checkmate, hit the clock, knocked it off the table, probably flipped the board, and ran off. But the Denver Nuggets are the 2023 NBA champs. Now we got to talk about how we feeling about that. But I know I'm gonna let you go first, Joe, because I remember my first time. I think it was my first time coming on the show, maybe my second time, and we asked who was gonna be MVP. And the way you ran off the stats for Joker that episode, I'm telling you, it still haunts me to this day. So now going off from when we talked about, I think that was his first MVP. Might have been his second.
That was his second. Yeah,
that was his second one. So from seeing him win his second MVP to now seeing him win the finals and the finals MVP, how you feeling?
Man, Jokic, man. We had that conversation, him with Dirk, right? No disrespect to Dirk. We keep doing Dirk in there, but Jokic, man, is a generational talent. Like, Jokic has an opportunity to finish top 5 all time. I think that's how good he is. All right. I know a lot of people mention like defense and stuff like that. Magic Johnson wasn't a great defender, and he a top 5 player. It's his impact on winning. And Jokic's impact on winning is almost as good as Magic. He just got to do it. He just got to do it in a long period of time. Like, Magic was a great facilitator, but Jokic is also a great scorer. When you watch that game, Jokic set the tone offensively and defensively. He set the tone. Like I saw him on the sideline yelling at the teammate, like, "Come on, y'all, wake up!" I mean, Jokic was ready to hold the trophy today. I like my whole thing about the game was I felt like Miami played like Miami basketball. They came out with intensity. I came out and said that they're gonna be down by 25 at halftime, and a lot of that had to do with Michael Porter Jr. hitting his threes all the time. Michael Porter Jr. gonna get a rock in the ocean, right? In the first half, he couldn't make nothing, but he was doing a lot of things off the ball to get easy shots. But they came out with great intensity. The role players played great. My issue, obviously, is Jimmy Butler. All right, I feel like Jimmy Butler. The reason why we're hard on Jimmy Butler because we know what he's capable of. And I'm hearing all this stuff about.
Still waiting for him to show up.
I'm talking too much.
Nah.
All right. So Jimmy Butler. Like, my thing is like come on, Jimmy Butler. Like, I mean, all right, like come on. We're all right. That's a chat joke, by the way. Where are you, man? You're capable of doing what you're supposed to do, like what you try to do at the end of the game. It was so many. See, I'm not upset of the unselfishness, Tomo. I'm upset of he's passing up good shots for him for a tough shot for Game Vincent. He passed up a good shot for him, a tough shot for Struth. Like, dude, be aggressive. And then him coming out and saying, I don't care about Hall of Fame and stuff. I'm like, all right, like, you care about winning. I want to see you act like it on a pivotal game when you got to win or go home. Fact. So that's my issue with there. But it was a great game. It was a great game. Came out to the wire. I thought it'd be a blowout, but Miami Heat fought to the end. Shout out to Mike Malone, first head coach in jobs with Sacramento. Even though we fumbled the bag, but hey, Sacramento ties right there. But Jokic is incredible, and he's a generation talent. And like I said, one more time, he has an opportunity. All you gotta do is keep winning. An opportunity to be a top 5 player all time.
Opportunity, man. I think he like walking towards the bus stop, and he like waiting for the bus to pull up at this point because I think he was like 1 or maybe 2 assists away, maybe 3. I don't know my stats not right now, but 3 assists away from averaging a triple double in the finals. He already did it throughout the season. Then he ran it back in the playoffs. Then he was about to do it in the finals. I think if they played one more game, he probably would have got that average. But he said, "Nah, forget the stats. I'm trying to win." Joe, you did say it was going to be a blowout. I thought it was going to be that. but it seemed like Miami came out with that intensity that you said that they brought throughout the entire playoffs. They were like, "Look, if we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down swinging." And it was funny because I was watching First Take earlier, right? And Stephen A. said, "I seen a lot of fighters go down swinging too when they get knocked out." So I was like, "That was a good joke," and that's exactly what Miami did. They swung and they kept swinging. The turnovers with the Nuggets earlier, it got scary because I was like, man, you got what was it like? I think they had like 9 turnovers going into the third, and they couldn't hit no threes. I think they had like maybe 2 or 3 threes the entire game, and it was just like, is Miami gonna steal this one? But Jimmy Butler didn't really show up till maybe about the fourth quarter, but it was one player that got benched the last game that came out and said, you know what? If I can't shoot, I'm gonna make my impact shown. And you said it in the chat. Michael Porter Jr. showing you how you can get 20 by just staying in the game. His shot wasn't hitting earlier, but he was getting big rebounds, putbacks, dunks. So if we could give like an MVP for just one game, I would have to give it to him because he kept the Nuggets alive. Because if it wasn't for his putbacks and those extra plays he was making, especially with the foul trouble that Joker, Gordon, and Murray all got into, that kind of like rattled them a little bit, it would have been Miami by 10. And we'd have been talking about another game going, and Dave would, I mean, Dave would have been on the show and he would have had a chance to redeem himself. But the hats off to the coaches too, man. Like the players make the plays, but the coaches, the two coaches here, I know we talk about Spo and how he was losing his luster just a little bit, but when you outsized and outmatched by a better team, who's actually going to play better, not like how about to say NFC East, but not like them Eastern Conference teams that the Miami Heat went up against. You know what I mean? Like they went up against some juggernauts, but the coaches weren't putting their players in the right place, and also I don't think their players wanted it as much as the Nuggets did. So again, hats off to the Nuggets, just in general, just a homegrown team, and I like to see how the NBA is going to bounce back from this.
Yeah, the NBA. That's a good question right there. I gotta give a shout out to Bam Adebayo. All right, Bam Adebayo. He played great, played hard the whole series. I feel like he played above our expectations for him in the series. Javon came on here and did his top 5 and had Bam at 5. And Bam was actually the best Miami Heat player all series. He had 20 points, 12 rebounds, and he was guarding Jokic the whole time, you know? And I mean, he was 9 for 20. Like he was aggressive. Second game in a row, he took 20 attempts. So I gotta give him his props for that. And Jokic, I want to mention this too. People, I know we had a big Tim Duncan Jokic conversation in the chat. Mm-hmm. If Jokic get like 4 MVPs for ring a lot, and everybody kept talking about the competition, and I brought up the fact that Jokic is playing in a small man's league, meaning like big men don't win nowadays. Back then, big men were the anchors. Today's NBA, they're not. Do you know Jokic is the first center to win Finals MVP for over 20 years? In over 20 years.
Yeah, because Tim Duncan is a forward. Did Tim Duncan ever win a Finals
MVP? He didn't win Finals MVP until I think back in the early 2000s. Yeah, because Tony Parker won one, and then Kawhi won another one.
Shaq never won one.
Shaq won in the early 2000s.
Yeah, you're right. Man, he on the bus. When we was talking about earlier, nah, he on the bus, man.
And look, playoff leaders, Tomo, in points, rebounds, and assists, Jokic. Led the whole playoffs in all 3 categories. I mean, the dude is great. I give a shout out to Jamal. Like, Jokic is a whole playoff in the finals, 30 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. The first player in NBA history to reach those numbers in the final series. I mean, the dude, Nikola Jokic, drafted 41st overall. That's the lowest somebody ever been drafted while winning Finals MVP. I mean, he's not only he's like doing incredible things, he's breaking out like the odds and all that stuff, right? And here another thing. Right, here we go. This shout out to StatMuse. All right. So look, Nikola Jokic is postseason 30, 14, and 10, 55% from the field, 46 from 3, 80% from the free throw line. He beat KD and Devin Booker. He beat LeBron and AD. Beat playoff Jimmy. Most playoff triple doubles ever. Most assists ever by a center. First 30, 20, 10 finals game in the Finals MVP. Top, and the question they put is top what playoff run of all time? That's gonna be a question for Wednesday. Like this was a good run, man. And actually, Jamal Murray played well. I feel like Jamal Murray had his worst game. Jamal Murray had how many turnovers? He just came off a game where he had
6.
12 assists and 0 turnovers. Today he had 8 assists and 6 turnovers. So
Them
Jokic is great.
nerves. Nah, them nerves got to. You could see it early in the game. Like I think Denver was like, okay, we actually have a shot at winning this, and it just came out, and all of those turnovers I equate to just like nerves. Because when they got back on and they got a rhythm, they got that 10-point lead. But again, in true Miami fashion, they said we're not going down without a fight. But that last 3-pointer, that foul with Jimmy, I thought that was gonna be a tide turner. I thought it was because I was like, that's not a foul, but they gave it to him. And the Nuggets, man, whatever Malone said in that opening speech, it got to that team, man. Because you asked, you said, why they didn't show Miami's? And I told you why. Tyler Hero was leading the chat. He was leading the chat because they was praying.
Sorry, Tomo. I forgot. So, you know how I am, man. My son has had a birthday. You know, I like to bring gifts to the show. So I bought Jimmy Butler a bag so he can develop. Because he gonna develop a bag. I mean, all he does is go to the court or go to land pump fake. Also, Tyler Hero, Breaking Bad is coming to your locker room to teach you how to get some chemistry. She didn't want to come back and gain some chemistry, mess up the chemistry. I don't get it. They needed Tyler Hero for this game.
He didn't play a minute, right?
But
nope. He just for all that he could have stayed in street clothes.
And let Van Gundy talk about his outfit.
Exactly.
But yeah, man. So shout out to good job, Denver Nuggets. They won the NBA champions first time in franchise history. Jamal Murray was in tears. Mike Malone. You know, I think they've all been together for like 7 or 8 years so far. And they stuck with them, the core. Addison. Shout out to Bruce Brown getting that putback. That was crucial to get that lead. Shout out to KCP. Defense was incredible today. And they're NBA champions.
Yeah, since you're doing shout outs, let me make sure I got my list right because I don't want to miss no names. I didn't know Popeye Jones was on that coaching staff.
I didn't even, when you said it, I looked it up. I was like, hold on, where's he on? That's on the coaching staff. I'm like, what the heck out of here? Assistant coach on here.
Come on now. I keep telling y'all, if you want to win, you got to get some ex-Wizards on your team. I don't care what team they started with. I don't care what team they got drafted to. If they had a stint with the Wizards and then they go on to their next team, I guarantee in the next 2 years they're going to win a ring. KCP, Thomas Bryant, Uncle Jeff. Come on now, you can get one on the coaching staff. I mean, Caron Butler already stole one with the Mavericks, so that's why the Heat couldn't come off with this one. But Popeye Jones, man, hats off to you, man. And I know Carl gonna see this and be like, "Oh man, here we go." Hey, look, man, the Rockets tried it when they got John Wall, but it just didn't go right. You know, Gilbert Arenas went to the Memphis Grizzlies. Sometimes it just don't work out in your favor. You gotta be like a role player. You can't be the face of the franchise when you leave.
He robbed them.
No pun.
Oh, dang. You're funny.
But yeah, again, like we can say congratulations.
Come on, say your list again. Let me hear your list again.
So it's what is it? Uncle Jeff.
4 more Wizards.
Okay, Uncle Jeff, Ish Smith, KCP.
Wait for us.
Thomas Bryant, and we got Popeye Jones. If I miss somebody, let me know.
I was gonna look at your list, but I also want to. Last thing I want to bring up is this. I feel like Jokic and Malone are the perfect combination. Jokic is that, you know, I just want to go home. You know, like Jokic ain't gonna talk trash, and Mike Malone is that dude. Like, oh no, Jokic the MVP. Jokic this and that. No, y'all talking about the Lakers. I should be talking about us. Like Mike Malone is that fiery coach that I'm gonna do all the talking for you, Jokic. You just do all the playing. Bruh. Perfect match.
Can you imagine what you about to say right now? If somebody asks about the Lakers, I wish you would bring up the Lakers right now.
I can't wait till this is over. I'm gonna listen to some press conferences after them drinking them champagne too, or they about to be
starting to turn. You keep saying KCP don't count, but outside of the Wizards though, I want to say just hats off to some of the former players with the Nuggets too though, because I know we about to get out of here. Like Melo, Mutombo, Marcus Camby, Billups, J.R. Smith, Nene.
Okay.
Andre Miller.
Name the whole 09 team.
Kenneth Reed. But it's just a lot of players. You just sit back and be like, man, that's a franchise that probably we want to say did it right, or are they like model? Did they model themselves after the Warriors, who was like, we're gonna do a homegrown? If we get a big name free agent, then that's cool, but we can just do it a homegrown way. And like I said earlier in the show, I'm telling you, man, I think the NBA is gonna follow suit, especially with the new what is it? That new what is it? The CBA,
Oh yeah,
the new CBA where you can't have three
the
max
bottling
players.
agreement.
That's gonna change a lot of things too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Jamal Murray, poof, I don't know. I gotta look at when his contract due. And also, I got a notification from ESPN. Jokic went up to every Heat player before and celebrating
I
winning the
seen
NBA
that.
Finals.
Seen that.
Yeah, sportsmanship at its finest. Jokic, man. I mean, the future is bright for this dude. He only 28 years old.
Future bright for that team. Look at Michael
Yeah,
Porter. Like when he finally get back on, and then Shaq get the hitting.
this dude couldn't make a shot with nothing. I'm like, this dude wide open, man. Golly. But he was hitting them floaters though and getting putbacks. He was getting boards. He was getting bored all games. Shout out to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent had a good series. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Stru stepped up. I mean, you saw the effort from Miami. Kyle Lowry hit some big threes today.
Yes.
That's why I'm disappointed in Jimmy Butler, man. Like, where were you, man? Come, Jimmy. Come on, man. Develop a bag. Develop a bag, Jimmy. Shout
I
out to
heard,
Price Right.
I heard somewhere where they was like with the playoffs, when you know you have your role players and then they have this, it's called the 2-1-1 method, where your best player should at least be able to get you 2 games. Your
Mm,
second best player should be able to get you 1 game, and then your role players should be able to get you 1 game.
mm,
The role players got them. I would say their role players and their best player, second best player being Bam, got them the game they needed, and that was
mm,
game 2. They needed 2 more from Jimmy, and he was nowhere to be found.
mm-hmm.
Julius Randle
Yeah.
would never.
And then you look at Denver, game 4 with the role players. Bruce Brown and Aaron Gordon going crazy. Aaron Gordon had 27, Bruce Brown had 21.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jokic stepped up every game for real. But Jamal Murray, he said he needs to give you 1 game, right? Jamal Murray got him that 30-point triple double. So
It
that's
happens
the
that
good
way.
method.
It happens that way, man.
Jimmy got no games.
Miami will be back though. They
Boy,
gonna go
Jimmy
get
Butler,
Bam.
I mean, if I'm mistaken, did they say Jimmy Butler was 37? Oh, that
Nah,
was Kevin Love.
Kevin Love probably 40. Jimmy ain't no
They
30.
said it's the oldest player on the
Nah,
court.
Jimmy 33.
Okay. We don't probably Kevin Love then. It was like he's the oldest player on the court. I'm like, and then Jimmy Butler had the ball. I'm like, hold up, Jimmy Butler 37? That can't be true.
Nah,
But
Kevin Love 34.
I respect Jimmy Butler, man. That's why I'm disappointed of him. Look, let me just comment. Jimmy
They was talking
more
about Kyle
closer to
Lowry.
Cash with the superstar from this performance.
Yeah, they was talking about Kyle Lowry.
Hold on. What okay.
Go to bed, Carl.
Yeah, go to bed. So all right, let's wrap this up, Tomo. All right. Listen, y'all, appreciate y'all for being on the late night version. Like this video on 3 platforms: Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Share it on all 3 platforms. Comment all 3 platforms. All right. And subscribe and follow on all 3 platforms. Appreciate y'all for using that comment section. Y'all been in the comments, man. I mean, it's been busy from the start. And it's 11:55 at night. So we appreciate y'all, committed people that come on and watch the show. Appreciate y'all a lot. I wish Carl was on so he can tell us how bad Jimmy Butler was today, but it's all good. And Tomo, one more time, talk about those IG chats we have going
Carl gonna come on here so he can talk about football. He like, I'm happy.
on.
Either way he win. It's a win-win for Carl.
But he got a draft coming up too.
True. So do the Wizards. I can't wait till we talk a little bit about the offseason with the NBA too. But
Yeah, that's nice.
if you really want to join in on more of these win-win conversations and just some of these prop bets that we have in these chats, man, hit us up on Instagram at Refuse to Lose Sports. That's Refuse the number 2 Lose Sports on Instagram. And the chats we have to offer, that's NBA/WNBA. Jimmy, but the joke. Hey, that was a good one. NFL, we got MLB again. Hats off to I want to say tip my cap because he's a Yankees fan. To Teddy, baseball with Teddy. We got the MLB. We got NFL. I need a nap. We got college football, college basketball, both men's and women's, and then we have the boxing chat mixed in with a little bit of UFC. I'm only saying boxing because that's what y'all saying, but we are gonna change the name and we're gonna make some updates. So it is the combat sports. Again, hit us up in the comments. You want to join the chats or come hit us up directly on Instagram, and we'll add you to those chats. But we also want you to know you have to participate because you will get kicked out. Trust me. Matter of fact, I won't even say you have to participate because someone's going to say something that's going to make you want to participate. It happens every single time. Trust me. Mark popped up today out of nowhere. I was just sending a video. Things like that happen all the time. So again, just join the community, keep this show going. I'm telling you, you about to do some major things over here.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And like he said, shout out to BWT, Baseball with Teddy. All baseball content. If you are a diehard fan, if you are a casual fan, if you just want to learn baseball, it's like tune in to BWT on Refuse to Lose, Baseball with Teddy. Shout out to Teddy. Shout out to Jovan. Did an episode with Teddy, Red Sox fans against a Yankees fan. They just had a series. And like I said, another episode will be dropping either tomorrow night or Tuesday or Wednesday morning. I said Tuesday earlier. Wednesday morning. All right. And let's get some last words in. All right. Got a lot of comments coming in. We got it. A lot of comments coming in right now. They both said Denver. I don't know what's going on with me right now. They both said Denver. Okay. They both said Denver is like the Suns back in the day with Nash. And I said, nah, they just been hurt. And I said, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. You know, they knew Judgment Day was coming. Then he finally knew. So he tried to count them out.
You know, we forgot they even played the Timberwolves.
We said we got what?
The Nuggets. Remember you named the teams that they beat?
Yeah, he beat Carl Towns. Anthony Edwards is gonna be a great player one day. He beat Anthony Edwards, just like LeBron beat Jason Tatum, right?
Yeah.
LeBron beat Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I'm like, buddy, what So he beat Anthony Edwards and Cat. You're right. Dang, we been missing Timberwolves. That's disrespectful. Sorry, Ant. I like you, Ant. Sacramento, we want you.
And Cat, man. I know you don't like Rudy, but Cat did too, man.
You heard that story about Rudy when he was like, I got yoga. He said, I got 42, bro.
Oh, yeah. Guys like him, I was like joking, Dunk, and was it Duncan? No trash talk. Because you heard what KG said about Duncan. It's like, man, when you trash talk, he's like, I got 12 points. Run back down court. What you get like that?
I said, Dylan was like, nice try. That's funny. But like my last word is this: Sacramento. Fred VanVleet is a free agent. You know what that means? Siakam getting traded. Siakam. Come on. We can use you in Sacktown. I think Fred VanVleet is gonna go to Philly. We're gonna talk about this Wednesday, but I think Philly is a good destination for Nick Nurse. They need a point guard. He can play defense, and he's a good shooter. I think he's gonna fit right in with Philly. But Sacramento, knock on Siakam's door, and let's get this dude over here, and let's make a title run. D Fox, I believe in you.
Last words. Well, the Wizards did a press conference with their new GM and the president, and they asked him. They said, "Are you too fond of doing a rebuild?" And he's like, "No stone will be left unturned." So basically, if we have to do a rebuild, then we will do a rebuild. And I'm also seeing a lot of things pop up on the timeline about Bradley Beal possibly being traded. I see some big things happening in the future for the Wizards, man. I'm just saying. I like the young GM. I like the young president. We actually have people in their roles. I mean, hats off to Antoine Jameson. He was the player president, but he's not there anymore. I don't think so. But look, hey, Ted, you probably heard some of my "you done" sons, but it looked like you got things going in the. Oh my goodness, that's perfect too. That is perfect. But it sounds like you got the Wizards going in the right direction. And to the NFC East, we'll talk. That's all I got to say.
Around the corner.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So look,
right there with the Pistons, Carl.
yeah. 2024 Lotto. I can see the excitement in your face talking about that. All right, I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that press conference and see what's going on. I'm gonna listen to that. Come on, Bill. Hey, we y'all gonna give up? That's what Tom want to know. We y'all giving up?
You keep trying to give us scraps, man. We ain't giving them no scraps.
Yo, they want Paulo. No Paulo, no Bill. Say nah.
Nah, he gonna hang up.
That'll be idiotic. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all tonight. We'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.